G'day, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. Well, it's getting pretty cold out there. Massive blanket of cloud has completely obliterated the sun. There isn't a single spot in Queensland where it hasn't started raining at least a little bit, and there's plenty more rain coming tomorrow and likely into the weekend as well. Temperatures today, 28 degrees at Cooktown. Mariba had a top of 22. The range in Cairns was 20 to 24 only. Afternoon humidity, 79%. At the satellite loop now, you can see a massive band of cloud has covered the state of Queensland entirely. It's due to an upper level low pressure system that's constantly developing and intensifying, and it will be slow moving, and it will bring rain to all of Queensland over the next 2 days, but particularly the central area where a severe weather warning's been issued. If you look at today's chart, you'll see why it's been so cold. An unusual situation of cold southerly winds underrunning a thick blanket of cloud. Cold southerlies usually bring clear skies, so the sun hasn't had a chance to heat up the ground. We've had maxes of 8.5 degrees at Roma, which has to be an all-time record, and there's a couple of others as well. On tomorrow's chart, on top of the upper level low producing widespread rain across Queensland, you can also see this offshore trough accentuating the winds along the coast, for which there's also a warning. Now the latest from the Weather Bureau. Boating forecast for Cairns waters. Definitely not a great day on the water with a strong wind warning in place. Things should ease a little over the weekend though, but you may want to make other plans. High tide's around 6:15 for Port Douglas and Cairns tomorrow morning. High tide will be after midday. North Tropical Coast and Tablelands, 50-50 chance of showers tomorrow. Winds up to 35 k's an hour. Cairns 17 up to 23 degrees. Cooler for Atherton, just 19. Innisfail only 21. Same for Mariba. Looking ahead for Cairns, looks like those rain patches may carry through the weekend. Cloud cover will keep the minimums out of single digits though. Maximum temps will warm up and around the other side of the weekend. For Atherton, familiar conditions this time of year with top temps in the low 20s only. You can probably bet on at least a couple of showers. I've had a request from Joe Kane to explain mirages, the strange images of shimmering water and upside-down mountains often seen over the dry plains of inland Australia. It's an optical illusion that occurs when light from a distant object gets reflected off a hot or cold air boundary before it gets to our eyes, making it look like it's hanging upside down in mid-air. Ancient seafarers apparently used mirages to catch a glimpse of faraway lands well before they appeared above the horizon, which is pretty clever, I think. Thanks, Joe, for the question, and thank you all for your loyal patronage to 7. Now it's over to Scott Hillier with the fishing report.
Yeah, good on you, Livio. Well, wind and rain forecast for the weekend isn't ideal if you're planning on wetting a line. Tip for the diehards will be to find a little spot tucked in out of the breeze. Good run on the tide. That full moon is on the way, so that's a bit of saving grace. Here's a couple of tips. I'll be back here next Thursday night. 7 local news. Have a top weekend.
Great, thanks for that, Scotty. And that's 7 News for this Thursday. Thanks very much for your company.
Just a reminder, of course, we have a replay over on 7:2 coming up in a moment. Otherwise, we'll catch you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.